To the cloud. Okay, so today we are going to be working with slabs. So yeah, so I'm going to show you a couple of examples from the morning. Like this is kind of just like a flat little clay piece.
Okay,
like
those kind of slabs.
Yeah, but there's a lot of different things you can do. So like this one, she's making an ornament out of it. So she poked a hole. But also like this bowl or this like vessel was also just made with slabs, one flat piece on the bottom. And then this whole piece is one big long flat piece that they scored and slipped on the bottom to connect to then make this whole rounded vessel. We also have a little paint palette. So he made this by like, he took that like flat piece of clay and then he had a paint palette that he pressed into it. So we can also, if you have any like fun textures, you can kind of see, she also put some texture in it. We can lay all of the texture in and kind of stamp the texture into your clay. So it just depends on whatever you want to make. This person made a plate, but they put it at the end of the bowl so that it could get some, like a little bit of shape at the bottom. And then there was like a little kind of hexagon tiles that they pressed into it. Yeah. So I don't know what you want to make. I was thinking, you could make a plate for your teacup, or you could make another kind of teacup. I'll show you some other examples. These are some cool ones. You can see that's just like a flat piece and they kind of folded it all up. Like it almost looks like paper.
Yeah.
They're also bowls or like a little box like this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, also if you have a cookie cutter that you'd want to use, that would be really fun too. And then it looks like they just pressed some like lace or like a doily or something like that in there. So there's a lot of things you can do. But to start out, we need, do you have a glass of water with your sponge?
Yeah, I have some water.
Okay, great. We need some of the tools. See, do you have that like, the roller?
This? Oh yeah. Yeah, I have
like the white roller. Yeah, because we're gonna be rolling it flat. Let's see, some carving, like the carving tool, so that you can cut out your shapes. And just like some stamps and texture, but we can do that once we have our flat clay. So we start out like we do every time by wedging our clay. Stand up to wedge it. Yeah, get that clay nice and wedged. And then we're gonna just kind of pat the clay in the palm to form it in a circle. And we're gonna throw it down. Kind of just keep throwing it down.
Yeah.
Just might need the little water. Yeah, we're gonna just kind of keep throwing it down till it's like flat enough.
So we don't just do the.
Yeah, we want to get it like nice and flat before we roll it, so that then when we roll it, it all comes out even.
Yeah. Oh.
So pat throw your clay down on the table and press the clay using the palm of your hand. So you just throw it down and then you can flatten it with the palm of your hands. Kind of stretch it out. I'm gonna cover my hand in some water because my clay is getting a little dry. Kind of smooth some stuff out. And then have you ever made like pizza dough?
No.
Like sometimes with the pizza dough, well, this clay isn't too stretchy, but to stretch it, you can kind of just like pick it up and let it fall. Let kind of the gravity do some of the work. It works a lot better with pizza dough because it really does fall. But I'm just slamming it down. What do you think you want to make?
To be honest, I don't really know.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm slow.
That's okay. I saw some really cool, this Instagram artist made like animals. And she like, it's like really cool when you glaze them because it really looks like kind of like a graphic drawing, but she'll like cut the shape out like it'll be a like a snake or something, and then she just hangs it on the wall and they look really cool. And it's just like a flat animal. Or you can make a plate or a box. Kind of make anything you want. But I kind of like the idea of making like a 2D like drawing, but out of clay. It's like, is it 2D? Is it 3D? Kind of just depends on how you want to look at it. Okay. Okay, so once I've got it pretty nice and flat, so I'm now going to take my rolling pin, which is this one, and this is just a method to do to get it even, but you don't have these, so that's okay. But I'll just show you still. If you put 2 pieces of wood on either side of the rolling pin, then it keeps the rolling pin from going any thinner than those 2 pieces of wood. And it makes your clay like exactly the same size all the way around. So that's just so like the edges don't get thinner than the middle.
So this is what mine, 1 minute. Here.
Yeah.
And then do I roll it?
Yeah, and just roll it to get it all even and flat. But don't roll it too thin.
Yeah, okay.
Place your clay down.
It's already thin enough. This one looks
okay.
Thin. Here, let me show you.
You could lightly roll it just to get it like flat.
Yeah,
Thin, but just not to get it, but don't put too much pressure on it so it doesn't get too thin. Yeah, we want it to be about like 1/4 of an inch, but that's a loose amount. It can be kind of whatever.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, mine is almost.
Mine's extremely thin. Mine's thin. Mine's thin enough, I think.
Okay, perfect. So now, and now we just play. I mean, we can do anything with this.
Mhm.
We can, let's see. I don't know what I want to make either. Maybe I will make a plate. Let's see. These are really cool here because you kind of just cut like the corners out, say, of your circle, and you can kind of just fold it all together.
Mhm.
But I think I want to create like a pattern on it first. Let's see. Do you have anything with pattern around you?
Pattern? No. Doubt it.
Anything you can like press into your clay?
No.
That's okay. You can also create it if you want. And also like flowers or like dried flowers or fake flowers like are really cool to press into the clay.
Mhm. A
I
sponge.
think I have some of
Not a
those.
sponge. What is a sponge supposed to be used for?
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna play around and kind of see what these like even do. So let's see. Might not look like a flower, but I think it'll look, oh, whoa, yeah, that looks cool. Can you see that?
What? That looks cool.
That does look cool.
Yeah.
So I like that. Yeah, I love how it's kind of like scratchy. And I'm just gonna make a design with these.
Mhm. Yeah.
I know people in the class in the morning, I think they used like Legos even. Yeah. Yeah, you could do like a thumbprint even, but
Yeah.
you also don't have to do any kind of pattern. I just think it's kind of fun. So I'm gonna just press this all around. You know, I'm gonna make sure that these things come off before I put it in the kiln, but I think it also it'll burn off in the kiln. Right? Because if you get any kind of paper in the kiln, won't it burn off? Yeah. Catches on fire, but then it just burns. And then you just don't ever see it again.
Yeah. Here, 1 minute.
Yeah. And then I just found like a random circle. I'm like, just to like make sure I have a perfect circle, which isn't important. Nothing has to be perfect, but for this, I kind of want a really specific circle, really perfect circle.
One minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find something?
No, just not yet.
Okay, that's okay. Because also like you can put in your own designs or you know, some of these this one doesn't even have anything pressed in. So we made our own like little dots that we then like scored and slipped on.
Dots.
Yeah, like you see the little dots on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can also do that like in your flat slab, you can cut out shapes and then you can score and slip those shapes onto your other slab to create some texture if you'd like texture. And I'm going to turn mine into a plate.
Mhm.
And I'm just kind of like looking and seeing where there's like some bare spots and I'm just pressing my flour into it.
Mhm.
And then did you see where I used that round, the lid?
Mhm. Why don't I just, can you show me that thing again?
Yeah, which part?
The cup, the mug.
The cup. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's more like a vase, but here it is here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I'll show you how to make this.
Yeah, I
Like,
want to do that.
yeah, perfect.
Because I can't find it. I can't seem to find anything.
That's okay. Here, so
Yeah, I'll just do it again. Here, 1 minute.
I'm gonna just get another slab out. Oh look, my bracelets just made some. And wow, that looks pretty cool. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
That looks cool. So do you like that rounded? Do you like that rounded shape of this one? Because you can also do like a box. You can also do a square. But the rounded shape is nice too. So I'm just going to take my little wooden pieces and flatten this out. So to get that perfect circle, I'm just gonna found something little. I'm gonna press in kind of like a stamp. And then with this tool here, I'm going to cut it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Here, wait 1 minute. Well, how do I do the thing again? Is this how we're
Do which part?
like? How do I do it though? Thing.
So do you have your slab? You have your slab?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, I do. Yeah, should I just do it flat then?
Yeah, just make a flat slab.
Mm-hmm. Ah, it's printed now.
Yeah. Did the newspaper print on your clay?
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. Don't worry, it'll burn off though.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my little base. And then you'll probably want to make your base a little bit bigger than this because we're going to be putting, or however big you want. But this is really small. Okay. Yeah.
This is small. This is rather small.
Because this one, like the base is that big. So you can see my base is very small. So mine's going to be like a really tiny little cup.
Oh, so do I just carve it out?
So yes, that's what I did. I just kind of carved it out with this tool.
Yeah.
So I have my base.
Is this a good size?
Yeah, that's good. That's going to be a really big bowl. That'll be big.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're going to want to
Cut.
basically, I'll cut a line here.
Yeah, let me just carve out the base. 1 minute.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be small. The bottom is gonna be small.
Okay, yeah. So mine is pretty small.
It's only gonna be like the size of a medallion.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's kind of like mine. And then I'm just gonna make mine like shallow. Like it'll kind of be like a little tea. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll be big enough for like a
I
tea
might drop
light.
more. I might drop more. I might put it
Yeah.
back and drop more.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Here, 1 minute. I'm just gonna redo it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and then
Okay, then with the rest of my slab, I just made 2.
wait 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Let me just catch up.
Yeah, of course.
And then the thing. How big is it gonna be?
Mhm.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Let's
And
see how
then
big is your.
after I carved it, then what do I do?
Okay, so you have your base.
Yeah, it's big. It's a bit bigger now.
Okay, cool. So with the rest of your slab, this is going to be the sides.
Mhm.
So what I did was,
So how do I cut? So what do I cut?
so first I'm going to do just like a right angle, and I'm going to make 2. Do you have a ruler?
Yeah, I have a carver. 1 minute.
Perfect. So I just made these 2 perfectly straight, because then I'm going to measure.
Oh, so I cut like next to the thing.
I just cut right here, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure how much I need around my clay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually going to need my whole piece. So now I'm going to cut the other end perfectly straight.
So cut it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just so these
Yeah, I got
2
it.
are going to link up like this. Can you see
Wait,
that? So I have my
cut
slab.
it in half, and then I'm cutting it into quarters. So I'm cutting it. I cut this into half,
Okay.
and then into a quarters,
Okay.
like you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what do I do next? Oh.
So I measured mine to make sure that this whole area will fit inside of my circle.
Mm-hmm.
So that when I put this together, because I'm going to score and slip these ends together like this. And I want to make sure that this circle is just slightly smaller than my base.
Yeah, it is. Like if you put both halves, because if you put both halves, then like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, it's like covered.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you. Like,
Oh yeah, so that then you can put another piece on the other side. Actually, that
I'll
would
see
be
if I
pretty
have one.
cool.
Here, let me just make one into this, into these scraps. Let me just make one.
Yeah, of course. That would be pretty cool if you kind of left it like that with that shape on one end
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
put another shape. It'll
So
kind
I
of
just
look
do
like the
this. I can
flower.
create it like this.
Yeah,
And
that looks
I can score
cool.
and flip this. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, they kind of look like petals.
Yeah, like only 1/4 is open. So I'll just score and flip it right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And you score and slip on both ends.
Yeah.
So I might actually copy you. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'm gonna make like kind of multiple little petals.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna score and slip all of the petals on.
Mm-hmm.
Except these look more like shark teeth. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna score and slip all the way around my little base. I might score and slip and attach this onto my big plate that I had just made too. We'll see. So I'm putting water on all the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna like pinch it. I'm gonna just kind of like shape it with my fingers because I kind of don't want it to be too perfect. I want it to look organic. Yeah, mine is gonna look like a little flower.
I mean, mine's looking good so far.
Oh yeah, that looks so cool.
Yeah, it looks good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can only get better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like opening up these petals. I'm like, okay, my base is so little. I want to be able to at least see in the inside a little bit. And things don't have to match, but I'm just like taking my one petal that I haven't attached yet and tracing it onto the rest of my slab so that my petals are kind of similar. But then I'm kind of smoothing them out so they're a little bit different. but if I start with the same shape, at least they'll be the same height. Very cool.
Yeah, I think it's going okay for now.
Yeah. I love how it's like open on the other end.
Yeah.
It's like a little mini theater. You can put a cricket in there. He can have a performance. I kind of flip mine over to make sure everything on the bottom is smoothed and combined. Kind of have to be careful. Do that. See, my whole bottom is all smooth and combined. And then I just have a little flower vase or a little flower candle holder. I keep making candle holders, so I think I love candles.
I believe you.
I'm gonna take this tool to smooth out in the edges here where I can't get to with my fingers.
Wait, to smooth out the edges?
Well, just like on the inside here where it doesn't look like it's fully combined, like you can see the two pieces of slab. I'm taking this and just kind of smushing them together.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because my fingers are too big to kind of fit in between. And since my slab was nice and thick, I can afford to kind of grab some of that clay, smooth it together. So it's thinning in some areas on the bottom, but it's okay because my base is pretty thick.
Mhm.
And then I could actually make some texture in the bottom of it too. Now I'm just kind of making my petals like a little bit funkier. I don't want them to all look the same. Like
Mhm.
flattening out the edges. I don't want the edges to look like I just cut it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Kind of just like pinching out.
Mhm. Mhm.
Pinching them to make them thinner on the top so they kind of look more like little flower petals. They're all kind of flowing different ways.
Mhm.
It just looks more organic.
Mhm. Yeah.
Twisting it around, just giving it personality.
Mhm.
See, it kind of looks like it's dancing or something.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I might just add a couple like pebbles. Not pebbles, but like flattened clay. Put it in there.
Cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, pebbles sound cute.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll add some little pebbles on the inside of mine and it'll kind of look like, I don't know, the middle of the flower. You know, like little funky texture is always cool. Always looks good. You don't have to find something with texture to make texture. You can make it out of clay.
Mhm. Mhm. It is fun.
What are you going to do with your little sculpture? Do you know?
No, not really. Not really.
What will it become? Definitely works as a candle holder.
Yeah.
My go-to.
Mhm.
I changed my mind. I'm going to put the little balls on the actual leaves. See? Did you learn anything cool in your earlier class today? Yeah?
No,
was like,
no,
no.
we didn't. No.
You didn't learn anything good?
No.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
No, I did not.
5 years from now, you're going to be pulling out some information that you learned in that class. And you're going to go, hey, that was pretty cool. Hey, I guess that was useful. Is it at your temple?
No,
The class?
it's online. It's just online.
Oh.
It's, yeah.
I guess that kind of makes it less fun.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, this class is fun online.
Yeah.
This is cool because you're actually using your hands.
I mean, the class is, because, I mean,
I might fall asleep in an online class if I'm not like doing something with my hands or like speaking. Yeah. Sometimes in like lecture classes, if I'm like sitting there for more than an hour without having spoken a word, I just can't help it. I'll fall asleep. I have to start mumbling to keep myself awake.
Yeah.
But then the teacher calls on me. They're like, what? You have something to say? No. Okay, this is my cute little new candle holder. Like I could have just like kept adding more and more petals. But I think I just like it like this. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go back to my other plate too. Got my pressed flower slab. Just gonna smooth out my edges. So I don't like that look where you can tell like I just cut it. I want it to look natural. Don't want a harsh edge. Yeah.
What's that supposed to be? What you're making?
And this one is just a plate.
A plate? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a little plate, just a little like, yeah. Like maybe this can even go on top of it. I just like this like flower texture. Like it doesn't even really look like flower, but just like the cool scratchy texture of it. I like it. And I think it'll look really cool when I glaze it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then like how plates go, I'm gonna put like a circle in the middle of it.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Yeah, just gonna be a really simple plate. I'm just smoothing that circle out with my finger. I want it to look very handmade. Maybe I'll make a little hole in it so it can be an incense burner.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's gonna look really cool when it's glazed. I wish all the little flower petals would stay in it though. That would be cool. Kind of looks like this handmade paper I have. It's like made with flower petals.
Mhm.
Have you seen paper like that?
No.
It's pretty. What are you making now?
I might just add something on the wall because here, let me show you.
Oh my gosh, cool. That
Mhm.
looks so cool.
Mhm. And then I'll just flatten this roll.
Yeah. I love the pebbles on the bottom. Like, and
Yeah.
it feels like it's like maybe the back could be like a waterfall and like you've got it's like a little serene corner
Mhm.
and little pebbles. So cool. Yeah, I remember to score and slip.
I did that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm. Um,
I wish I had like a little heart stamp. Then I would stamp little hearts into it. Only I brought my heart ring today, then I could have done that. It's kind of fun getting creative like that. You're like, oh, I have like a heart on my ring. I can just stamp that onto the clay. Oh, yeah. Or I have like this little necklace that had like a little angel engraving on it. If I had that with me, I could just stamp that into the clay. That would be cool. I wish I had some like real wildflowers that I could press into this. I always see really beautiful wildflowers on the side of the road. I want to pick them, like dry them. I haven't done it yet though. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready from here. That looks so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're just about done.
Here.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I just need to show you one more thing here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Here, sorry. Let me just.
You're
Give me
good.
2 seconds.
Of course.
Let me just show you what all I need. Yeah, let me just.
I'm excited to see how you glaze that. It's gonna look really cool.
Here, let me just. I'm almost finished. 1 minute.
Of course.
Yeah, I just added it on the walls. You can't see
Oh,
it.
yeah, I can see. Yeah, that's cool. Like they're kind of
Yeah.
popping out.
Yeah, and then just 2 more. Yeah, I will. And then I'll add these 2 to the back.
Cool. That looks really interesting. That's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks great. Okay, do you have any more questions for me?
No.
Okay, you can keep working on that
Mm-hmm.
and finish it up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll log out and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
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 See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Yeah.